Hey, how's everybody doing? Just give an update here on the build process for the old school Model Works Spadsport. Well, first off, we'll talk about the wings. I've got the wings, I got the bottom wings built, and I've got my servo holder. I just got it. I haven't screwed it in yet because I'm gonna wait till I do the servos. And I got my hole marked. I'm going to cut that out for the wings, but they're ready to epoxy together. I'm not going to epoxy them together until I get everything servos in, everything's ready. I'm going to attach the ailerons. I'm not going to glue them to epoxy them together before I put the ailerons on yet, and I'm not to the aileron step yet. So that's why I'm in a holding pattern here on the wings. Here's a wing here already ready for epoxy. Like I said, but I'm not going to do it till I get the ailerons on. Just because I think it would be easy. It's got a little bit of a dihedral, and I think it would be easier to put that in there, and to do it with the dihedral. Now, when I built the horizontal and the elevator, I had it pinned to the plan, and I built that 2 different times, trying to get that round dowel rod to fit and to keep it straight so that it's flush this way and this way, and I couldn't do it on the plans. I couldn't. I tried. I couldn't. Even using my 3-2-1 weights, I just couldn't do it. Get it to work. So what I did is I put that, and I got that sanded. That's all ready to go. I might have to taper. I might taper some more. I'm not sure, and I can't decide on the caps. We'll talk about that caps in a second here. But what I did to this, how I built this, is I taped this metal straight edge to the table, and then I placed this up like this. I had my weights ready. Of course, I had wax paper down so it wouldn't stick to anything. And I epoxied this really well, put the rod on there, put it up here, pushed it flush this way and pushed in this way. And then, held it kind of like, and I took the wax paper over the top of it so the blocks wouldn't stick. And I put one there, I put one there, I put one there, I put one there. And I kept checking, I kept pushing it flush against the top and pushing it this way and pushing it down. So then I let the 30-minute epoxy do its thing. Now I've got a straight elevator that's straight. It doesn't no rocking, because before I no matter what, I always had a little bit of a rock in it. Now it's poof, it's perfectly straight. And I haven't sanded this yet because I was going to let the epoxy cure for overnight. And it's done that now, and I'm really happy with this elevator. But that's how I'd recommend doing the elevator, is using a straight edge. Let's put this over here, and here is the horizontal and the elevator. There's no problems with this. And I got to notch out. I got to notch one of these out. I think it's this one has to be notched out for the 1/4-inch round dowel, and I haven't done that yet because I want to wait until I fit this on the fuse, make sure it's fit on the fuse, so I can get the hole in the 1/2 inch, because I got to cut a 1/4-inch hole in it so it'll pivot, and I want to make sure I do it once and do it right, get it right. So I'm going to wait till I get this mounted on the fuse, and then I can attach the horizontal, because it's going to sit like this. It's going to sit like, well, this sits on there. It fits together. I'm not sure exactly how, because this is right. This is right off the plans. I know it's right. And So we'll see how it goes. I'm not quite sure how it goes together, but I didn't screw it up. because right here you can see, well, it's right. It's right according to the plans. It's right according to the picture. It doesn't make much sense right now, but you know, I think there's another piece that goes. This goes onto the fuse, and then there's another piece that this slides into. But I'm not sure. I haven't got to that part yet, but I know I built this right, and I know I built this right. So we should be good to go with the tail. And I've ordered some vintage Dubro 3.5-inch wheels. I should have ordered them when I first got the kit because it's gone up in price. I got some micro push rods, 30-inch, because it's like 24 inches I need for the elevators. And I ordered some other push rods too, just to. I kind of doubled my order, so if I do the German plane, then I'll have the linkage for it. I ordered a badass wood electric propeller. It's a black propeller with white tips, 10x6. This is recommended by the Old School Model Works, and I went ahead and got their recommended motor, the badass 2820 1080 kV brushless motor, and that was $62.99. The props were $5.49 for a wooden electric prop. That's not bad. And shipping was $5.99. So I got that. Ordered. Now, I know I don't need 60 amps, but because I know there's no way I'll fly this thing off 4-cell. But just because of the badass motor, max amps on 3-cell was 40 amps. I went ahead and, you know, I know I won't be flying at full speed, but you know, I never know if I let somebody fly it and they want to, you know, they fly full power. I have plenty of amps to handle it, so I got the Avion 60 amp Smart ESC 3S to 4, and it's the 3.5. I need the 3.5 connectors for the motor, and on the light I would have got the light version, but it didn't tell me that it had the 3.5, so I went with this. But yep, that's where we're at. And the next thing to build is we're going to start the fuse, and I don't know, I'm not sure when I'll start on the fuse. I'll probably start on the fuse once I finally decide about the wings. Now, I know I've mentioned that I was going to cap the wings, and actually Sunday I sat down and I was going to start capping the wings, but these wings are so smooth from here, from the sheet, the tail sheeting up here to the front. They're so smooth. It's perfect. Everything is perfect. And if I put a cap on it, then, you know, I'm going to have, I don't know what I'm going to do for the leading edge and stuff I'd have to do. So I'm not going to cap. I've decided not to cap it, but I know caps would make it really look good. But I don't know if I, you know, tapered the caps to end. If I tapered the caps to end before the leading edge, and I know I got to sand a little bit more on this leading edge and to round it up, round that point off a little bit, but it's just perfect. It's just perfect how they fit on here. It is just perfect. It's just, I mean, right now, even without sanding, everything is perfect. Everything is perfect. And I don't know, I hate to mess that up. You know, so I'm not quite sure how I want to do it. But I think on this first one, I'm not going to cap it. We'll see how it looks. But I love the way that looks, you know, like when the covering draws down from this. But that's my dilemma. Cap or no cap, you know. And it wouldn't be hard to do, to cap. I mean, I could have been done because I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only have 7 times 4 is 28. So I mean, that's not hard to do. I mean, I was going to sit right down here and do it. In fact, I've got the sheeting that I was going to use. I've got it right here, but right here in the build box. So, you know, and I wasn't gonna cut it lengthways. I was gonna cut cross grain so that I could, you know, so that I could use the grain of the wood to for the bends and stuff. Use the grain of wood for the bends. The bends, gotta have the bends. So this, you know, this bend's easy for that. But I don't know. I've got plenty of this, you know, the 1/16 sheeting. It's not part of the kit, it's extra. That's where I'm at though. You know, it's like got my wings ready, got my horizontal ready to go, vertical, elevator, and rudder all ready to go. I still got a little final sanding to do on everything, but I've got all the rough stuff sanded off. Now it's just a question of how much, you know, how much do I want to shape the leading edges. You know, I've shaped, because it goes this way, so I've kind of rounded this a little bit, and I haven't sanded on this yet. You know, so I don't know. I rounded the front of this a little, so we'll just have to wait and see. There it is, man, and I'll keep you updated. But yeah, building this off the straight edge is the only way to go. You might get lucky and get it perfect, but you know, I got it perfect, pretty close to perfect, because I couldn't get it quite perfect because I messed it up the other 2 times. But it sits flat. It sits flat this way. It sits flat this way, and sits flat that way. So it's flat, it's straight, and it should work. Oh well. All right. This is Jeff saying thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing and following along on the old school Model Works Spadsport build. This is Jeff saying